This is the 31st video of the wargaming of the Battle of Austerlitz. I am playing the Russians and Austrians. The game's artificial intelligence is playing the French. It is December 2nd, 1805, 1:20 p.m. Turn 39 out of 66 turns. And according to the victory schedule, the Allies thus far have a major victory. Losses thus far are about 18,000 for the French and about 7,000 for the Allies. And it is now Allied movement. And we'll go up here to the north and see how many of these guys are disordered yet. Looks like everyone here. Let's at least point them in the right direction. About all I can do. About half of those guys are Cossacks, so I don't know if they'll ever recover. Now, these guys were all disordered, but they're, except for one guy, they're all in good order. Okay, so that kind of does it up here. Now to the shooting gallery. We have a routed skirmisher, and we have a supply unit and a mounted. Okay. See if any of this cavalry back here is recovered. Nope. None of it. These guys are moved. Okay, so I have done some moving here. Why is this column on top? Well, I guess I must have been moving them. So here's a column that's surrounded. Here's a routed column. Okay. Wow, here's a guy that's virtually surrounded. Now, why is this artillery unlimbered? These guys have moved. Let's limber up this artillery. These guys have moved. These guys have moved. Okay. Well, what's better? To shoot at him with artillery? Oh, got 8 guns here. That's probably doing some pretty good damage. I think I'll leave that stand for a while. I was thinking about putting this guy in line, but I think the artillery, we'll see how it does. I think the artillery will be more effective. Okay, now Pratzen Heights. I don't know, I don't know what's holding it. We've moved all these guys up. Okay, so they've moved. This guy's moved. They've moved. Okay, looks like everything's moved here. These guys moved up the road, looks like. Okay, there's only one other place we have to check. That's the guys coming down the road here. They've all moved. Okay, I would say that's the end of our phase. So let's go on to the next one, which is Frenchy defensive fire. No effect. 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, 1, 8, 4. And that is it. Not much in the way of fire. Let's see if I can do better. Do we want to waste anything on this routed guy? He's just a skirmisher. I don't think I will. We'll melee him. Can we? Oh, this guy's charging. Okay, he's set up. We're set up for a charge. How nice. Okay, so we won't waste any fire on him. Instead, we'll fire on the cavalry unit here. There's just 33. Ah, Jesus, he's gone. 33 casualties and he's gone. So there's just the wagon, the supply unit, which I can melee and capture. Okay, so that's pretty much a done deal. Oh, this guy here. Well, let's see if this artillery can fire at him. Nope. Oh well. This one cannot fire because he just moved probably. This cannot fire. This one can. So let's let him have it. 24 men. Oh yeah, we don't have much to fire at. Next turn we'll have a lot more that can fire at him. Meanwhile, let's go down here. 68. 43. 38. 63. We're really pounding that guy. Okay, let's go over here to the routed guy. First, the artillery. 73. 62. Jesus. 5. Oh, that's kind of pathetic. 4. Oh, this guy. You're kidding. 2 skirmishers? Well, I may weaken him up. Oh, we're going to melee him next. Let's try the artillery, see if we can weaken these guys up. 10. That's not bad. 6. Okay, that's probably about all we're going to be able to do. I'll beat up on this guy. 5. 29. 11. 10. 34. We're pounding these guys. 8. Okay, nothing up there, nothing up there. And nothing here. Melee time. Okay, we've got 2 charges. Advantage attacker. Let's bring this Cossack into it. Advantage attacker. That's a good sign. Okay, what did I do? Jeez. I pushed him into the next hex. Wonderful. That achieved virtually nothing. Shit. Well, I've got 740 guys here. Can these guys continue? Oh, they can continue. Okay. That's better. Advantage attacker. Boom. Okay. I took 2 casualties. He took 28. And both the supply unit... Well, the supply unit converted to me, and the cavalry unit disappeared. And all that's left is the flag. So, we've got a unit here. We'll just step on it. Oh, we've got to select a unit. We'll step on it. It's an automatic victory. So, we've cleared out that pocket. All those units are freed up now. So this is a column. They're always really strong, so I don't want to mess with them. Here we've got another column. But here we have 2 disordered skirmishers. So we've got a column here. Advantage attacker. Well, there's nowhere for him to retreat. And usually you have to retreat if the advantage is to the attacker, so we'll just throw in the one guy and see what happens. Boom, he disappears. I took 6, he took 9, I'm not disordered. So all these guys are freed up now. Now we can concentrate on the main assault, which is Pratzen Heights. And I think that's it. Next phase is Frenchy movement. Let's see where these guys move. Moving on inside the... I don't know what that is, village, Pratzen. And that's it. It wasn't much. I get defensive fire. Most of my firepower is gone because the units I was firing at are gone. Except for this guy. Okay. Let's see if these guys can... he can fire. Now we should get some hits. 37. This battery will shoot. 25. This battery will shoot. 24. Okay. Oh, this is in line, so this unit will shoot. 33. Wow, we really dinged on that guy. Okay. This artillery will shoot. Oh, boom! 1 man. That's all he was. And he disappeared. Poof. That frees up all these guys. Okay, things are going good here. Now we'll beat on this guy some more. 11. 29. 11. Beat on this guy. 10. 34. 16. I do believe that's probably it. Okay. Whoop. And We'll go on to the next phase, which is French offensive fire. 1, 3, 4. No effect. 4. That's it? Jesus. What was that, like 10 guys? French melee. None. Allied movement. Okay. Now, what do we got here? A line, skirmishers, 2 columns. Unlimbered artillery right in the middle of the city, or village, whatever it is. Skirmishers, units in square. Yep. No cavalry, virtually no artillery. He's waiting for me to come into the city so he can blast me with the artillery. Okay, now here I actually am not going to need this cavalry. So, since he left me this route open, these 2 guys are disordered. This guy's disordered. Yeah, these shitty Cossacks. I'll move him back. Start moving across this bridge. And we will then get behind this position right here so he can't point everything in one direction. Okay. And then we're going to turn and point to him. If he comes out, we will charge him. Same thing here. Same thing here. Now, if he would have blocked this hex and forced me to cross the stream, every unit that crossed would be disordered. And I would have to go like way down here to cross. So that was a blunder to leave that exposed, but he really doesn't have that many men. He would have had to go in the square there, and I'm going to be moving this artillery there, so yeah, he would have bought himself a couple turns. I would have brought the artillery up and start blasting the squares. So I don't know if it would have made a big difference, but I'm crossing now, so that's what counts. Let's get everybody up there. Now I've got infantry. Let's start moving them up. Get all this cavalry over here. Guy could still charge. Oh, he's in. Is he in square? How did he do that? Oh, he disordered. Tricky. Okay, normally you have to make a square on clear ground, which makes sense. In effect, you're forming your troops to face 4 ways. Front, back, left side, right side. You cannot form a square in any other terrain, like a city, or rough, or forest. But there's a trick here you can use, because a square can always move 1 hex. So what you do is you do what our sly AI did. You form a square in clear terrain, and then you move in disruptive terrain, and your square gets disrupted, but it's still a square. So that's what he did. Now, the benefits are it pretty much precludes a cavalry charge unless it's going to be done in great force. And although I have cavalry there, they're not going to remain there. I'm going to bring up infantry and artillery. So the square is not going to be of a whole lot of use against artillery. But now that he's gone into square and disordered himself, he can't change into another formation. So he's stuck with the square. So we'll see how that works out. I don't think it's going to work out too well, because now that I liquidated these guys, all this artillery is coming over here right in back of the cavalry. This guy's limbered up already, so that's good. He's well on his way. And these guys, let's see, we've got a mounted guy here. We got a disordered guy in column. He's of no use, so he's going to go up there. This artillery is going to limber up. Slide to the left. This guy is going to limber up. Slide to the left. Here we've got some infantry in good order, which is good. Got some supply. Infantry in good order, but it's in line. So we're going to put it in column, because line moves real slow. And move it up. We've got 2 disordered mounted guys here, so they're of no use. Get them out of the way. Move up another supply counter. Limber up this artillery. Get it going. Got a mounted guy here. Let's bring him around this way. See if any of these guys recovered. Yeah, well, one guy did. These are all Cossacks. We'll get on top of this. See if we can bring this routed guy in. Okay, nobody else has recovered there. Alright, what we got here? 2 more mounted guys. Let's start bringing them around this way. Infantry. This is what we want, infantry and artillery. Limbered, excellent. We'll go around this way. Oh, 3 limbered batteries. See if they'll fit. Nope. Let's see how many will. Two. That's good. Okay, limber this guy up. We've got plenty of artillery. We'll be swinging around to our flank. This guy's in line. We'll put him in column. Limber this guy up. Limber this guy up. Send this cavalry up here. Limber this guy up. To keep these guys honest, we will bring up some cavalry and stick it right in his face. He can't change formation, but this one can. And he could bring out somebody to form another line of squares here. If he tries it, it won't be pretty. Okay, so we've got more infantry here. More artillery. Infantry and artillery. Start bringing this cavalry around. And we do have a lot of supply already, so we'll just bring this guy down here. Okay, let's move this supply off. Move this supply off. I think we'll point this gun down. Should be able to fire on that guy now. Bring this cavalry up. Bring this infantry down. So we're going to slip to our right. We're going to set up. We're going to cross here with the cavalry, unless he interferes, of course. And once we get the cavalry across, then we're going to deploy infantry and artillery to the northwest, the north, and the northeast, and we're going to bombard the hell out of them. Oh, look, this guy moved up. Okay. We will turn this gun to fire straight across. We need some artillery right down here. So, okay, we've got cavalry here. We don't need, well, this will be enough cavalry there. So we'll limber up these guns. We'll send them down this way. These guys are all disordered. That's, oh, he isn't. He isn't. Well, I'm going to go up here and form a beachhead. I don't know if these guys will be allowed to cross when he holds the other side. Guess we'll soon find out. It doesn't look like it. Well, all right. We'll have them up there anyway to charge if it proves convenient. Oh, clever boy. He's protecting this guy with the skirmisher. Okay, let's move these guys out of the way. Oh. Okay. Ah, 3 cavalry regiments in good order. Okay. 2 more here. This is where he's got his cavalry. Artillery there. Disordered unit in line. Disordered battalion in column. All question marks. 2 more mounted men. So he's got his cavalry right in here. Very little infantry. Okay, so all I have to do is get him to charge with his cavalry and disorder it, and he's got nothing. Because that's what, in a circumstance like this, that's exactly what you want to do. If the cavalry is in good order and charges, he triples his combat value. But if he's disordered, he can't charge, which means he can't triple his combat value. And since he's usually much smaller than an infantry battalion, he has little chance to melee one. So I'm going to keep slipping down with these guys. Only stacked one high, hoping he'll attack the stack. He'll attack each one with a stack. That would be great. So he's got his infantry and artillery up here. He's got his cavalry back here. And I can't see what he's got here, but I assume it's cavalry. Okay. So we've got a square here. This guy's in column. Whoa! He popped up with some more. Another column. Okay, I do believe I want to go in the line. And turn down. I've got a column here. Go in the line. I will unlimber this gun. Point him down. I will take this guy in line, battalion in line. I will turn him. I will move him down. Let's take this small battery, move them up here. We'll take the bigger one, unlimber him, point him down. And we'll take oh, it's a pioneer. Okay. We'll point him down. It's underneath the battery. We'll take this supply unit, move them up here. We'll take this. Oh, we've got 2 batteries. Take both of them. Move them up there. Take this column. I don't think he'll fit. Yeah, he will fit. Wow. Move him up there. We will take this battery, put it in line, and move them 1 click to the right. Okay, we got a Cossack here in good order, so we will be moving them down this way. We'll take all our cavalry, move them in back of these guys, try to tempt their cavalry to charge them, so I won't have to worry about them with this infantry, and I'll just close in with my infantry. Oh, this guy's good. One way or another, I'm going to get a lot of cavalry in back of his line. In column, very good. Get my infantry moving around to the north of Pratzen Heights. This guy's in line, he'll have to go in the column. This guy's limbered already, how nice. He's in column, excellent. He's unlimbered, so we'll limber him up. We're rubbing out all those guys, freed up a ton of units here, which can go in for the final assault. Put him in column. Okay. Unlimber him. Put him in column. Move up the supply. He's in column. Good. Okay, we'll put him in column. Now, okay, we're going to move up right next to him in square. See how he likes that. Start pounding away at him. Disordered square, huh? Well, that'll be okay. Still provides quite a bit of protection. Okay, we'll move this square up. Move this cavalry up. Limber up this gun, put it inside the square, and then we will point it up. Won't be able to unlimber until next turn, but that's okay. We'll plan ahead here. This guy's disordered. Let's get him out of here. Who's this? I don't know who that is. It might be cavalry, but I kind of doubt it. Oh, here we've got a cavalry Prattsburg. Let's see. Let's look at the objectives. Whoa, that's a big objective. Oh, wow. And he's got one mounted guy there. I assume this question mark is probably another mounted guy. Yeah, I definitely want to disorder those guys. But it'd be preferable a one-to-one disorder, so if one of his cavalry, if one of my cavalry just gets disordered, I want one of his. So I've got to operate carefully here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to move this artillery inside the square, which is going to force him to charge that square. Try to disorder the artillery. And he can't charge all three. Okay, I'll put a battery in this square. Okay, I gotta polish off this disordered square here. So it's got a disordered column. Okay, I've got a column. I can move up there. I'm going to put them under maximum pressure, and then I can move a battery up there with them. And I'm going to move a battery up there. Oh, what do I do with all these guys? Guess move them north. This guy's in line. So we've got to go in column. It's the mounted guy. Well, I don't want to get him in the way of the infantry. So we're just going to move him down here, out of the way. Supply up there. Column, good. Move him up this way. Move him up that way. Wow, stack 3 up. He's in line, so we're going to put him in column. Move him down that way. This guy's in line, he'll have to go in column. Move him down this way. This guy's in column, very good. Move this guy down here. Move this guy down here. Disordered. Disordered. Okay, there's my dead pile. But this cavalry's good. So we'll move the cavalry down here. We can use it on my left flank. Oh, these guys are good. Okay, what about these guys? Ah, guys in line. Should have put them in column. Okay, that's all I can do there, I guess. Oh, these guys can move. It's getting kind of crowded up here, so let's move down here. These guys have all moved. Now, let's see what we have here. Unknown units. I'll probably have to assume they're cavalry. Well, Prettsburg. It's got 2 batteries there. And 1 cavalryman. But he's got all this stuff down here. No, it's no cavalry, just infantry. So we'll unlimber this battery. Fire straight down. Okay. I guess we'll see what this unit is pretty quick. I'll try to... Whoa! Look at that stuff. Holy moly! Well, we'll see what these are. Got a bunch of stuff behind there. Not ready yet to get up on the high ground. I gotta get more artillery up here. All right, let's just go across this valley. I think we should set up for an assault on Pressburg. It's moved already. This guy moved. No. 2 batteries. See what time we got. Oh, we're out of time. Yeah. Well, I think we'll save it. And we'll finish up the move next time. And we'll do some firing. Well, a lot of units are popping up now in the background, but not here because I've practically got Pratzen surrounded. In fact, they do, come to think of it, it is surrounded. And then I'm going to prepare the ground for an assault here. I've got to rub out Pratzen Heights and concentrate on these guys. A whole bunch of question marks. We'll have to see what they are. But if I get Pratzen Heights, well, when I get Pratzen Heights and Pratzen, those are the big point values. I mean, there's nothing else here. There's a major Allied victory already, and with those 2 areas, the French are just going to be here on low ground in the middle of nowhere. I mean, with no objectives around. Not even a good road out of here. It's a cow path. So we'll see. But we'll continue on tomorrow.